Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I kind of just wanted to go over a review of the Giants' preseason game against the Panthers the other day, which I kind of do apologize. I'm a little late. I guess life kind of happened, so it took me a couple days, to really be able to do this video. But here we are. Kind of just go over. I have my notes I wrote down about during the game and stuff, and just kind of go over them and kind of give my thoughts and everything. So yeah, I think we saw a lot more of our starters play. I think outside of Saquon, pretty much everyone played. Which was good. It was good to see the first team guys actually go out there and get some reps. See the backups get a little bit more reps as well. So yeah, it was really good. Speaking of offense, offensive wise, you pitched the first team. It looked absolutely flawless. I thought. DJ, he was like 8 for 9. His only incompletion was a drop. So he looked really sharp. He looked like the $40 million guy. That's what he looked like. He looked like living up to the contract if he's playing like that regularly. So let's hope he can keep that up. And I thought Darren Waller looked really, really good. I think other than that one, he had the one drop, but he was hit pretty hard when he caught it, so I don't blame him too much. But I thought he looked really good. I think he's someone who can really be an X factor in this offense. He can really help this offense take to the next level as long as he stays healthy, which I really hope he does, because I think he's a really good player for this team and this offense. And yeah, I thought that. I thought, other things. I thought, for one thing, I thought Jamie Gillen still looked terrible. I think he still sucks. I don't know why we re-signed him. I think special teams is something that can be an issue. I think, honestly, special teams may cost the Giants a game this season or two, which could be the playoffs in the NFC. Just because he just sucks. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully he can get a little bit better at pinning punts, because he can't do that still. And yeah, I thought the defense looks solid. First team defense looks solid. I think we got a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but to be fair, the Panthers O-line kind of sucks. So, and I know a lot of Panthers fans. So hopefully, for their sake, maybe their team can get a little better, because it would be kind of sad if they wasted Bryce Young's. But other than that, yeah, I thought especially Thibodeau got a sack. I thought we got some good pressure on the quarterback, which is really good to see. I think I would love to see more consistent pressure on the quarterback this year from our defense. Yeah, I thought another one I thought Jalen Hyatt showed a lot of his big play potential. He had that one touchdown where he just absolutely burned the safety. I think that's just that's why we drafted him. He just has to be able to do that. I think he's someone who's just, any play on the field with him can be just a touchdown with his speed and the separation he can get. So I really hope he can be really good. I'd love to see him maybe be more than just his big play guy. Maybe he can develop the other aspects of his game. But then again, kind of like Darren Waller, I think someone who just adds something different to this offense. He just adds a real huge big play threat that this team just doesn't have, like a true burner on the outside. So I'm very excited to see him, eventually get his first team reps and eventually be a guy on this offense. So I think he can be a really good receiver for us in the near and long-term future. Yeah, I thought I think we saw another thing about the offensive line. I think we saw with the backs and stuff, they weren't very good. I think depth is an issue in the offensive line still. I think the offensive line is a long process. I think we're slowly getting there. For example, we drafted John Michael Schmitz, this year, so I think, every year we're going to add a player or two on the offensive line. It's going to be a work in progress, and I just, want them to look good. I think they look good, in the one kind of drive they had, and hopefully, they all stay healthy, because I think if we have push comes to shove, get some injuries up there, it can really hurt this offense, because I don't think depth is there. I thought we were a little sloppy with penalties. I know a lot of it, it is preseason, so I'm not too worried about it. A lot of, backups, third strings, fringe roster guys, but yeah, I thought we were quite penalized. Hopefully, that can be changed a little bit. Hopefully, we can clean it up a little bit. Is that, and I'll say kind of the last kind of, maybe a little part I have is, I'm not the biggest Tommy DeVito. I'm not a big fan of him. He doesn't look very good to me, to be honest with you. So I don't think he's gonna make the roster. He'll probably end up being a practice squad guy, to be honest. But yeah, not a really big fan of him. I thought Davis Webb, I know he retired, but I thought he was a much better, quarterback in that role. So yeah, hopefully, maybe Tommy DeVito can, if he's practice squad for a year, he can get better. Or I can also see the Giants probably what. I mean, to be fair, I think the Giants will end up drafting a quarterback next year because I think Tyrod Taylor's on the last year of his deal. Draft, I guess maybe a third, fourth round, just for a backup quarterback, obviously. But yeah, I do think the Giants will be getting I think the quarterback room will be a lot different next year. But I mean, that's kind of off topic of what I'm talking about right now. The Panthers game. Yeah, I mean, I think it was also just nice to get a Giants win. It's just nice to have Giants football back again. Excited to see more first team guys. I'd love to see Saquon. I don't know if Saquon's going to play next preseason game, but hopefully he does. I'd love to see him. And yeah, I thought it's go time. I'm excited for this season, which is weird. Usually I'm dreading the start of the season. A lot of the years past, just because of how awful the team has been. But it actually feels like the team's good again. Team's on the way up. Just excited for some Giants football. I'm really ready for the regular season. And yeah, I'd love to hear what y'all have to say. If y'all want to talk about what you thought about the game in the comment section, I'd love to hear it. Anyways, I would say thank y'all for watching. Have a blessed day.